down there. They're taking kids from all across the country, and it's usually the top 300 players in the country when you're down there. And I was fortunate enough to get down there for even a little bit. I wanted to try to bring that experience, that big league experience, to the kids here in New England. So one of the things that we do with our roster is half the roster has to be made up of kids from New England or a New England college. And then the other half can come from anywhere in the country, or even out of the country for that matter. We're trying to bring some kids in from Taiwan as we speak. We're trying to bring that experience because we do have the stadiums, we do have the best facilities for college kids to play in here in the summertime in New England, and that's without question.
Well, I think the opportunity there for kids who are getting out of college, who are in college, to continue to play baseball at a high level when they go off into their chosen field of business or education or what have you. I think that's a really important thing to do because a lot of times college athletes kind of, forgive the pun, but drop the ball after college, where they stop playing ball, whatever sport that they were playing, because they don't have the level available that they want to play at. And I think that's something that your league is certainly providing. Yeah, no,
it's hard because some of the other leagues here, like the Cape League, it's again, I love the Cape League. It's great in what it does. I think it's 80% of the kids that play down there have a chance to play professional baseball at some level. And last year in our league, when we had just finished our third season, going into our fourth season during the Major League Draft, we had 24 kids drafted, 14 of them which were New England based, and we had another 5 or 6 kids that either played in our league or on rosters, who signed after the draft during the year. So, 30 kids, and then there's another 5 or 6 kids that signed to go play independent baseball. So we're getting there. We're building up our reputation on the talent side. So you're still going to get to see great baseball, but we also feel that we're helping develop the New England player who've had, typically in the past, maybe had to play in the men's league locally, maybe a couple times a week, and do the best they can. We provide them an opportunity to play 6-7 times a week, and give them that minor league experience that they need. And with our ownership groups, and Pat asked earlier about our ownership groups, I've been real lucky. We've got guys who've been in our league. Not every single one has owned or operated a team in the past, but we can help the ones that haven't. For instance, the Gold Claim Group, who owns our Pittsfield team that Pat was talking about earlier, the Gold Claim Group, they own 3 single-A teams. They own the St. Paul Saints, which is one of the most successful independent league teams in the country. They actually just built a stadium out in Minnesota. They also, are investors in the New York Yankees. We have that great experience coming into Pittsfield. Out in Lynn, we have the North Shore Navigators with Pat Sally, who owns 2 independent teams in the Midwest. The Lowell Spinners, Drew Weber, owns and operates our Nashville Silver Knights team. Chris English in Brockton. Chris was one of the founders of the Atlantic League of Independent Baseball and the National Pride, and then he's owned and operated minor league franchises in the past. And I think he's still involved with the Long Island Ducks. We have guys with experience who've been around before. I know some of you guys may have heard Bill Murray. Bill Murray's invested in our Torrington team, our Martha's Vineyard team, with our good friend Van Schley. Van's been involved in baseball from the beginning, one of the first independent teams he's been involved with way back when. Just tremendous experience throughout the league, within the game, and then we can help the folks that maybe not have operated before but have great business acumen and are financially stable and go into a community and try to make it work.
Having been to a bunch of these games, I can tell you it really brings the community right onto the ball field. On first level, of course, one of the fun aspects is when they introduce the players, you'll actually find out what university they're from, and you'll find that a lot of these kids are right out of the backyards of Massachusetts and Rhode Island and Eastern Connecticut. They're hiring local interns from the summer to get sports management experience. These kids are out there essentially helping run the game. A lot of in-game entertainment, which can range from hysterically funny to hokey, but just all tuned to the family level. Most importantly to me, on a business level, these guys are going in and occupying older facilities in existing cities and reinvesting that money right back into the local franchise. Fair statement?
Yes. In most cases, when we have the ability to do that, we do, if we can. That's the goal. I mean, we're not. Hey, listen. Each one of my owners are not here to, to just throw money, bad money after, good money. And good money after bad and just waste their dollars. I mean, they're investing in their community. They expect, or that the money they're spending is going to help draw more people to the ballpark and help draw more people to the city that they're playing in. That's the goal. I mean, not every location I have is the most perfect stadium setup or location, but we are working into that direction to be. We're only as good as our weakest link, and our family. We call it our family. We help each other all the time. There's no hidden secrets. We work hard together, and we also, we work real hard with our mayors and our town managers and such to make sure that we're doing what they want us to do in the community as well.
So, Chris, can you give us an idea, a range of the size of these parks that your teams are playing in, from a seating standpoint?
Yeah, so every place is a little bit different. If you go to the Brockton Rocks, I think it's 4,500 and 5,000. They have a convention center also that sits out in the third base side, down left field line. They also have, I think, 10 luxury suites. They also host concerts and other events at that ballpark all the time. If you go to Lynn, we serve about 3,000 people there. In Nashua, about 3,000 people there, another 7 luxury suites. Portsmouth's a little bit more of an old ballpark with the grandstand setback. They sit between 800 and 1,200 in that range. You go to Worcester, we had 3,100 people for our championship game there last year. Again, they'll be hosting other events, concerts and such there. Pittsfield, for their 4th of July event, they packed them in, a lot of standing room only, but, they were over 4,500 on the, with standing room only and such for the 4th of July events there. Torrington, about between 1,500 and 2,000 seats there. And then Bristol, right now, the way they're investing another $1.5 million into the stadium itself. And right now, it seats, I think, about 2,800. Before, on a concert, we can probably put 10 to 12,000 people with the concert.
Wow. The what's the future hold for the league? What are some of your plans or your hopes and dreams for the next year or two in our remaining few minutes?
Well, yeah, we're always looking ahead the best that we can. Again, we're always trying to get better where we can, and obviously we keep our eye to the into social media and such to see what's going on out there in the ballparks here in New England. We do understand where we are watching the Pawtucket situation. We're watching the situation in New Britain, which is very similar to what's happening in Pawtucket, where New Britain is going to be moving to Hartford. They're building a stadium in Hartford. We'll be looking at the stadium in New Britain as an option and see what happens in Pawtucket. I can remember when I was representing one friend of mine, Mark Shanes, who pitched in Pawtucket, going down there and watching games. I remember as a kid going down, and I just absolutely love that area and that community. If they happen to build the stadium in Providence, we would love to have the opportunity to talk about going into Pawtucket if we can, if that's ever going to be an option.
Well, because you folks have a track record of not only surviving, but actually thriving right in the shadow of some, I'll call it major and major minor league teams, don't you?
We do, but we've been very successful going to facilities. I mean, the facilities that we've been in, Brockton, Lynn, Nashua, Pittsfield, Bristol, Worcester, all those are stadiums that have actually had minor league baseball, independent league baseball, professional baseball, and we've been able to go in there and have some success. Our business model works, very well for that form. Listen, the summer collegiate baseball market is what minor league baseball was, 20, 30 years ago. It's a great experience. It's a little bit less risky for owners to come in and invest in the team or in a community. It gives them a much better opportunity. I mean, there are teams, there's a Northwood team out in Madison, Wisconsin that averages between 5,000 and 6,000 people a night.
Wow.
These teams can, we had 5 or 6 teams last year over 1,000. We averaged as a league, 1,032. This year, I expect one or two of my teams to get over 2,000 people a night. We can do it. I mean, it can be done. Pawtucket's a place that, for us, I think, with that fan base there and the people that love the game so much, it wouldn't be AAA baseball. Of course, it wouldn't. But these are kids that eventually would be in AAA in the big leagues, and I think they would love the product that we put out there and in the fan experience that we deliver. And for the average fan, they wouldn't know if they're going to one of our games or a single A or double A game. the on-field entertainment, the music, the experience. Eight out of my ballparks, you can actually sit down and have a beer and a hot dog like you can in most of the ballparks in America. So we work our tails off to try to deliver that fan experience and be good community partners.
The final thought, I mean, in just closing seconds here, do you find that most of your fans are there for the baseball experience as opposed to having to be tied to a major minor league team?
No. I think about 30% of our fans will know who won the game at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
The other 70% are there for a family experience and memory, and we're doing everything we can to provide that. And you mentioned, going out to Pittsfield. They still have one of the best on-field promotions that I love, which is whack an intern instead of whack-a-mole. We get the toilet plunger, and the free interns pop their heads up, and the fans are hitting them with the toilet plunger. It's awesome. I love that experience. And then I remember their opening night a couple of years ago. They had their giveaway, which was souvenir cup giveaway. But when people got to the ballpark, they realized it was actually an athletic cup souvenir with the Pittsfield smack right in the middle. So we do it. We do all the same things over in Nashua. Coming up, Guskowski from the Patriots, the kicker for the Patriots, is going to be kicking field goals into the stands and taking batting practice, maybe coaching first base, and who knows if the Patriots let him take a bat during the game. Who knows? But those are the things that we can do, and we have fun with the community as much as we can. It's entertaining our fans.
Well, I can tell you, first of all, thank you so much for coming in. I can tell you from personal experience, it's great baseball, great times, great products, great people, great communities. Where can we find you on the web, and where can we find you on Facebook?
Yeah, so it's thefuturesleague.com is our website. And from there, you can go to every single one of our teams. There's a little drop-down box on the left-hand side with the FCBL network. You can go to each one of our teams pretty easily. And then on Facebook, it's Futures Collegiate Baseball League. You can find us there. At Futures League is on Twitter. Again, listen, we're working our tails off to get better every day. And I think this is as we move forward, I think you'll see that our league will be here for the long term. And as we move forward, all 10 of our teams eventually will be in a stadium, going forward, and I think that people will know who we are in the next 3 or 4 years if they don't know who we are yet.
Well, we're going to do our best to make sure that you're well known here. Again, Chris Hall, Commissioner, Futures Collegiate Baseball League. Chris, we wish you the best of luck. We hope we see you in Rhode Island soon with a team on the field. Folks, you've been listening to AM 790, your source for news and business. We are the Coalition, loud, proud, outreach, porn free, real information, facebook.com/the Coalition Radio. Again, check out Futures Collegiate Baseball League. We'll be right back with Representative Mike Morin to talk about the situation at hand. Please stay tuned.
Beacon Shipping Logistics will ship any car, any vehicle, anywhere in the United States with door-to-door service. Just call 855-3-SHIP-IT. They ship vehicles for thousands of auto dealers throughout the country, so you know you can trust them to provide the most reliable auto transport in the industry. And they offer open or enclosed shipping for your precious cargo. Did you see a car online and can't get there? Let Beacon Shipping ship and deliver it right to your door. Need to get your boat from West Palm to Warwick Neck? Beacon can do it. Call Beacon Shipping Logistics for transporting one car to an entire fleet. Call 855-3-SHIP-IT or beaconshippinglogistics.com for service that shines. Let Beacon Shipping Logistics take the stress out of your life. Beacon Shipping Logistics provides the most honest auto transport service in the industry. Beacon Shipping Logistics, your one source for transporting one car or a whole fleet. Call 855-374-4748 for a free quote or beaconshippinglogistics.com.
Remember when a small business needed a landline? Today, the world is your office with Grasshopper, the entrepreneur's phone system. On the road, at the beach, or at home, Grasshopper helps you grow your business with all the features of a business phone system and the freedom of a cell phone. Features include multiple extensions for your team, calls forwarded to your mobile phones, voicemails transcribed and emailed, and so much more. See how it works at grasshopper.com. The Entrepreneur's Phone System.
The New England Cannabis Convention is coming to Providence May 16th and 17th. The cannabis industry will outpace the global smartphone market next year. So come and get expert advice from over 50 vendors, including doctors, growers, suppliers, dispensaries, and caregivers. 2 full days of panels and workshops, and the best smoking, vaping, and growing accessories available. Saturday and Sunday, May 16th and 17th.